Hi, welcome to my blog at YouTube channel. Those pictures, places, events, and people who knows you might one of them. I'm 1.J.Saez. Join us. In this blog, I feature Guam during COVID-19 pandemic, the 14 days hotel quarantine before reporting to work, and the history of Guam and Yona Village.
You ready? Yeah, so I'm gonna do this side, okay?
Okay.
But
So
not
I'll
your
breathe
head.
on my mouth.
Okay, no worries. So I'm gonna put my hand on the back of your head for support, okay?
Okay.
Just put your head a little bit back, and then just breathe in as I'm going in, okay? And then just breathe out slowly. Yeah, that's it. Good. Just breathe out. Breathe out. Yeah. That's it.
All right.
Was
Thank
it
God.
bad?
So hopefully it's pass.
Yes, hopefully.
So today is Wednesday, March 3, 2021, and around 4 or 5 a.m. and I'm getting ready for my flight this morning at 7:30 a.m. by United Airlines. Good morning, and going to Guam by San Francisco, Honolulu, and Guam. So hope and pray for a nice and safe flight. So help me God. Yeah.
Hello, Pakayaka, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome aboard, or welcome back to Flight 1168. We appreciate your patience in boarding so quickly. Video, which highlights the safety features of this Boeing 777 aircraft. Even if you are a frequent traveler, we'd like you to pay attention as each aircraft is different.
At all times. To fasten your seatbelt, slide the metal end into the buckle release. When the seatbelt sign is on, your seatbelt must be fastened low.
And again, from all of us at United and our Star Alliance partners, we'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We are sorry for the late arrival, and we appreciate your patience and understanding. Aside from the delay, we hope you've enjoyed flying with us, and we look forward to having you on another night flight soon. And on behalf of the Honolulu and San Francisco-based flight attendants serving you today, we would like to add our mahalo, which in the Hawaiian language means thank you, as we bid you all a fond aloha.
Welcome to Guam, March 4, 2021. Here at Royal Palace Hotel. Hello, good morning, Guam. So, around I think 7 a.m. here, and I think after the sunrise here at the Leo Palace Resort. So this is where I will stay during my 14 days quarantine before reporting to work to my new ship assignment. So, Bismillah. Here's bathroom here. Hello everyone, welcome to Guam, the US territory. Enjoy the sights, food, and people.
taong nakakaalala lang sa atin pag may hihingi ng pabor. Yes. Pag may makukuha sa iyo na kailangan, eh talagang nandyan po sila. Pero pagka hindi ka kailangan, ay hindi ka nila kilala. Oo. Ito yung mga tawag natin mga tao na user-friendly. At saka hindi lang yung photo user-friendly. Ito po yung mga tipong tao, mga friendship. Pag sinisendan mo ng message, ang tagal. Ang tagal sumagot. Minsan scene zone ka na pagkatapos niyan. Mga few weeks or few months. Tapos pagka naalala ka, may kailangan, uy friend, nag-message ka pala nung minsan. Yan mga tao, toxic talaga yung mga tao nila ng number one. I'm sure may kakilala ko dyan. Ako, ang dami ko kakilala. Sige, pero ako kakilala ko. Ito sa akong kakilala. Pang-alawang klaseng toxic na tao na kailangan natin iwasan. Yung tao sila pa ang magaling at parati silang tama. Ito yung mga taong hindi natama. Ito yung mga taong na alam na nila. Alam nila kung sino magiging presidente ng Amerika. Alam nila kung sino magiging presidente sa 2022. Di ba? Hindi na nakikinig. Di ba yung parang conversation, parati na lang siya opinion, meron siya mga ideas, at pag hindi yung pinakinggan, gera yan, gera. Number 3 na napakahirap pakisamahan yung mga taong sinisiraan ka sa iba kapag hindi ka kaharap. Woo! Mabait kapag kaharap mo, pero plastic na pag nakatalikod ka. Ayun po. Parang po mga double adhesive tape. Double adhesive. Double-sided ng mga tao. Yung pinapakita sa'yo mabuti pag nasara, pero pag nakatalikod, iba na talaga. Ay, grabe yan, ha? Layuan nyo itong mga taong to. Pang-apat na mga toxic na tao na dapat natin iwasan. Yung mga taong mahilig magpalibre at umaasa parati sa inyo. So parang, uy friend, dito ka naman, go out ka naman, diba? Pag hindi ka nag-go out, kasabihan ka pang pulimpol, kasabihan ka, ikaw makasarili ka. Eh parang ito bang ayaw na maisahan at ayaw malamangan ng ibang tao lalo sa paggasto.
Good morning everyone, and I'm on my 6th day of work hotel quarantine here in Guam, and it's rainy day. Good morning everyone. Good morning Guam. I think this is my 6th day of quarantine period before boarding to my new ship assignment. So let's explore this beautiful place. History. Iona was historically a farming community, but today is mostly residential. During World War II, the Japanese forced the indigenous Chamorro to march from camp in northern Guam to prison camps in Iona shortly before the Americans liberated the island. Japanese tanks in the area near the Segwa River serve as a reminder of the war. Today, the Leo Palace Resort is located in the Manengon Hills. The Leo Palace Resort is also used for association football. The village of Iona has an area of 20 square miles, or 52 kilometers, and is located on the eastern side of Guam between Pago River and Togha River. The village center is located above the cliffs between Pago Bay and Cleag Bay. Residential areas of Baza Gardens and Windward Hills are located to the south. The U.S. Census Bureau recognized 2 census-designated places in the municipality, Iona and Windward Hills.
temperature normal.
Good morning, Guam. This is my 8th day of work hotel quarantine. Enjoy the view of this nice resort. Iona, sites of interest: Sigua Falls, Tarzan Falls, Tagachang Beach Park, Windward Hills Golf Course, Country Club of the Pacific Golf Course, Manengon Hills Golf Course. Education: primary and secondary schools. Public schools: Guam Public School System serves the island. Manuel U. Lujan Elementary School in Iona and Inirajan Middle School in Inirajan serve Iona. Southern High School in Santa Rita serves the village. Private school: Guam Adventist Academy is located in Iona. St. Francis Catholic School is located in Iona. Public libraries: Guam Public Library System operate the Iona Library at 265 Sister Mary Carita Drive. Notable people: Ken Joada, politician, mayor of Iona. Frank B. Aguon Jr., politician, senator. Pedro Terlaje, politician, senator. Therese M. Terlaje, politician, senator, and speaker. Government: Commissioner of Iona, Jose B. Zudo, term began 1952 and term end January 1, 1973. Mayor of Iona, William Bill A. Cuenca, Democratic, June 12, 2020 to present. Guam largest city is Dedido. Official language are English and Chamorro. Ethnic groups are 49.3% Pacific Islander, 36.6% Asian, 9.4% multiracial, 7.1% white, and 0.6% other. Religion: 94.1% Christianity, 1.7% no religion, 1.5% folk religions, 1.1% Buddhism, and 1.6% other. Demonism, Gominian. Guam, Chamorro, Guahan is an organized, unincorporated territory of the United States in the Micronesia subregion of the Western Pacific Ocean. It is the westernmost point and territory of the United States, drawn from the geographic center of the U.S. In Oceania, it is the largest and southernmost of the Mariana Islands and the largest island in Micronesia. Guam's capital is Hagåtña and the most populous village is Dededo. Good morning. Hello everyone. Welcome to Guam. Today marked my 12th day of work hotel quarantine and join me to explore this beautiful Iona, Guam. People born in Guam are American citizens but have no vote in the United States presidential elections, while residing in Guam, and Guam delegates to the United States House of Representatives have no vote on the floor. Indigenous Guamanians are the Chamorro, historically known as the Chamorro, who are related to the Austronesian peoples of Indonesia, the Philippines, Taiwan, Micronesia, and Polynesia. As of 2021, Guam's population is 168,801. Chamorros are the largest ethnic group, but a minority on the multi-ethnic island. The territory spans 210 square miles, 500 kilometers, or 130,000 acres, and has a population density of 775 per square mile. The Chamorro people settled the island approximately 3,500 years ago. Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan, while in the service of Spain, was the first European to visit the island on March 6, 1521. Guam was colonized by Spain in 1668 between the 16th and 18th centuries. Guam was an important stopover for the Spanish Manila galleons. During the Spanish-American War, the United States captured Guam on June 21, 1898. Under the Treaty of Paris, signed December 10, 1898, Spain ceded Guam to the U.S. effective April 11, 1899. Before World War II, Guam was one of the 5 American jurisdictions in the Pacific Ocean, along with Wake Islands in Micronesia, American Samoa, and Hawaii in Polynesia, and the Philippines. On December 8, 1941, hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor, Guam was captured by the Japanese, who occupied the islands for 2.5 years. During the occupation, Guamanians were subjected to forced labor, incarceration, torture, and execution. American forces recaptured the island on July 21, 1944, which is commemorated as Liberation Day. Since the 1960s, Guam economy has been supported primarily by tourism and the U.S. military, for which Guam is a major strategic asset. An unofficial but frequently used territorial motto is "Where America's Days Begins," which refers to the island's proximity to the international date line. Guam is among the 17 non-self-governing territories listed by the United Nations and has been a member of the Pacific Community since 1983. Pre-contact era. Guam, along with the Mariana Islands, were the first islands settled by humans in remote Oceania. Incidentally, it is also the first and the longest of the ocean-crossing voyages of the Austronesian peoples and is separate from the later Polynesian settlement of the rest of remote Oceania. They were first settled around 15,000 to 14,000 BC by migrants departing from the Philippines. This was followed by a second migration from the Caroline Islands by the first millennium AD, and a third migration from island Southeast Asia, likely the Philippines or eastern Indonesia, by 900 AD. This original settler of Guam and the northern Mariana Islands evolved in the Chamorro people, historically known as Chamorros after first contact with the Spaniards. The ancient Chamorro society had four classes: Chamorri, chiefs; Matua, upper class; Achao, middle class; and Mana Chang, lower class. The Matua were located in the coastal village, which meant they had the best access to fishing grounds, whereas the Mana Chang were located in the island's interior. Matua and Manachang rarely communicated with each other, and Matua often used Achayot as intermediaries. There were also Makana or Kakana shamans with magical powers and Suruhanu or Suruhana healers who used different kinds of plants and natural materials to make medicines. Believing spirits of ancient Chamorros called Tao Tao Muna still persists as a remnant of pre-European culture. It is believed that Surohanu or Surohana are the only ones who can safely harvest plants and other natural materials from their homes or halumtano without incurring the wrath of the Tao Tao Muna. Their society was organized along matrilineal clans. The Chamorro people raised colonnades of megalithic pillars called latte stones, upon which they built their homes. Latte stones are stone pillars that are found only in the Mariana Islands. They are a recent development in pre-contact Chamorro society. The latte stone was used as a foundation on which huts were built. Latte stone consists of a base shaped from limestone called dahaligi and with a capstone or tasa made either from a large brain coral or limestone placed on top. A possible source for these stones, the Rota Latte Stone Quarry, was discovered in 1925 on Rota. Spanish era. Further information: Spanish Chamorro Wars. The first European to travel to Guam was Portuguese navigator Ferdinand Magellan, sailing for the King of Spain when he sighted the island on March 6, 1521, during his fleet circumnavigation of the globe. Despite Magellan's visit, Guam was not officially claimed by Spain until January 26, 1565 by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. From 1565 to 1815, Guam and the northern Mariana Island, the only Spanish outpost in the Pacific Ocean east of the Philippines, were reprovisioning stops for the Manila galleons. a fleet that covered the Pacific trade route between Acapulco and Manila. Spanish colonization commenced on June 15, 1668, with the arrival of mission led by Diego Luis de San Vitores, who established the first Catholic church. The islands were part of the Spanish East Indies and in turn part of the Viceroyalty of New Spain, based in Mexico City. The Spanish Chamorro Wars on Guam began in 1670 over growing tensions with the Jesuit mission, with the last large-scale uprising in 1683, intermittent warfare, plus the typhoons of 1671 and 1693, and in particular the smallpox epidemics of 1688, reduced the Chamorro population from 50,000 to 10,000, finally to less than 5,000. The island became a rest of stops for whalers starting in 1823. A devastating typhoon struck the island on August 10, 1848, followed by a severe earthquake on January 25, 1849, which resulted in many refugees from the Caroline Islands, victims of the resultant tsunami. After a smallpox epidemic killed 3,644 Guamanians in 1856, Carolinians and Japanese were permitted to settle in the Marianas.
Right over there. You should be able to hear it from where you're at, but if you can't, please move closer. And if you have any questions, please just hold those.
So he's stuck in and all as well.
Be vaccinated or required to monitor you for the next 15 minutes. During this time, please keep your mask on at all times and do not leave this area. While you're here, we're going to go over some important information for you. Side effects that have been reported with Moderna, which is what you all have received today, include injection site reactions such as pain, tenderness, swelling of the lymph nodes in the same arm of the injection, swelling, hardness, and redness at the site.
Your second dose of Moderna, correct?
Yeah.
General side effects may include fatigue, headache, muscle pain, joint pain, chills, nausea, vomiting, and fever. This does not mean you will experience these symptoms, we just want you to be aware of common side effects.
Alrighty, my friend, you're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just have you take that.
In case you do experience these symptoms. If you think you're having an allergic reaction, please call 911 or go straight to the ER. Signs of a severe allergic reaction can include difficulty breathing, swelling of your face and throat, a fast heartbeat, a bad rash all over your body, dizziness, and weakness. If you experience any of these symptoms, please call 911 or go straight to the ER. Before you leave here today, you will all receive a vaccine card. Once you receive that card, please verify that your information is correct. If something is incorrect, please notify a member of our team and we will fix it for you before you leave. Once you leave, please do not lose that shot card. We are not able to provide you with a second card. So please take a picture of it, scan it, save it, whatever works best for you. If for some reason you do lose that shot card and all copies of it, you can go to Medical Records Department at Naval Hospital Guam and request a printout of your electronic health record. You can bring that printout with you to your second dose as stated in your first dose. Your second dose is due in 30 days. Does not mean it has to be exactly on that 30-day mark. While you're here, we encourage everyone to sign up for Be Safe. Be Safe is an online tool created by the CDC for symptom reporting. If you would like to register, you can scan the QR code provided to you, Once registered, you will receive a text message every day for the first week reminding you to check in and report any symptoms you are experiencing. After the first week, you will receive a check-in reminder once a week for the next 5 weeks, as well as a reminder for your second dose. We encourage everyone to sign up for B-Safe because the more data that the CDC can collect, the more that they can improve upon the
Thank you.